Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video. We're going to be talking about a newly shown Hot Toys figure, and this time it's from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it is Ant-Man. So yeah, I am going to make a separate video talking about Wasp, of course, but I do want to make one talking about Ant-Man as well. So I really do like the character of Ant-Man. I really enjoy him in his regular film, of course, and then in Civil War, and I am quite, I'm excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I feel like it's kind of a step backwards tone-wise from our last entry, but still it should be a fun little adventure. So I am looking forward to it. But one of the reasons I like Ant-Man is his look. I really enjoyed the look of his costume. I loved the one from the original movie, and I loved the one from Civil War, and this one is just kind of like an updated version of the Civil War one, essentially, so that is very cool. I did pick up the first edition Ant-Man. I have not picked up the Civil War one, though. But this Ant-Man I do think just looks great. I think that the helmet is really nice. It has a good like brushed steel type of look that looks a little bit darker depending on how the light's hitting it, as opposed to brighter depending on how the light's hitting it, which I think looks very cool. The lights in the eyes look really nice. They shine very bright. And then the paneling on the torso is much more squared off. It's much sharper than Civil War. That's one of the big differences, is the paneling on the chest is a lot more severe in that manner. But I think that it does look nice. And I really like the shot. Just want to mention this. They just kind of put him on a wood board, and it really makes him look like he's small. I actually like that a lot. But anyway, the figure looks very nice. I would imagine the articulation's decent. It probably is slightly better than the original Ant-Man, just because they probably have, updated the suit a bit since then, because that was a 2015 movie, and now we're in 2018. It's been a solid 3 years, so they've had a chance to update the suit. I think it'll probably have a slightly more, or at least slightly better range than the last one, because the last one was really hindered, especially in the thighs. But this one does look quite nice, and then you do get a Paul Rudd head sculpt with it. However, they're not quite showing that head sculpt. It very much looks like Ben Affleck just from the blurred out image. But yeah, so I hope that the head sculpt's nice. Since they're blurring it out, it must be updated from the last one that they did, because the first one only had his head in the mask, and then the Civil War one had a full head out, and then this one also has a full head out. So hopefully that does look nice. He also comes with the miniature lab, which is blurred out too for some reason, because they keep showing that in the trailers, so it's not like they're hiding it for any reason. They don't need licensing approval for an object, so I don't understand why they're still blurring it out, unless it's just not finished. But it looks finished. I mean, I don't know how much they have to do with it. It looks pretty simple, so very odd, but that is a bit of a shame. He comes with a standard supply of hands. He comes with the shrink nunchuck, and the not nunchuck, but the shrink like throwing circle thing type of thing, and then the growing one. He comes with a base and then a backdrop, and the backdrop is him just like at several different levels, and they're blurring that out too, which I think is annoying. So it's just annoying how much of this stuff is blurred out. The miniature one that he comes with is also Ant-Man, but it's a really weird look of Ant-Man. I almost think that it's kind of that new suit that was kind of leaked by Funko. However, I didn't actually take a look at that. Like, I saw that it was leaked, but I didn't look at the item, so I'm not quite sure if that's the same one. But it doesn't look like the suit that's represented here, so I'm not quite sure about that. But overall, this does look like a nice set. For both of these figures, I think they're going to be very similar prices. I hope that they're not over $250 a piece. If they are, I think that's going to be quite overpriced. $250 is pretty overpriced anyway. I mean, these would be fine at $235 to $240, but $250 is probably what I'm expecting them to be at. I personally don't plan to pick up this Ant-Man just because I have the movie 1 Ant-Man, and I am very happy with that one. This, of course, does look like a nice update, but it's not one that's needed if you have any of the other Ant-Mans. However, if you've missed out on the other Ant-Mans, then this is a nice one to get. And, yeah, but I am quite excited to see Wasp, and I hope that they do continue this line. I mean, they could probably do Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne's mother's version of Wasp. They could probably do them. And then, of course, there's Ghost. I would love to see a Ghost figure. Haven't seen the movie yet, but I love MCU villains, so I would enjoy a Ghost figure. But I don't think that we're probably going to get any more figures other than these two. But these two do look very nice. So overall, I do like the Ant-Man figure. Don't plan to get it myself, but it does look like a nice updated figure. I just wish that more of the accessories were like actually shown. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think of the figure, and thanks so much for watching.